What is intermittent fasting and how does it work? Intermittent fasting has become an increasingly popular practice due to its numerous health benefits. It consists of an eating pattern that intersperses periods of fasting and eating with the primary goal of allowing the body to rest from digestion and improve its metabolic health. But what is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern that alternates periods of fasting with periods of eating. There are several types of intermittent fasting, which vary in the length of fasting and frequency of meals. Some of the most popular types of intermittent fasting are as follows. 1. The 16/8 fast, also known as the Lean Gains Protocol, is a popular form of intermittent fasting. In this type of fasting, a person fasts for 16 hours and limits their food intake to an 8-hour eating window. For example, a person following this protocol might choose to skip breakfast and not eat until 12 noon, and then consume all of their meals between 12 noon and 8 p.m. This type of fasting is beneficial because it allows the body to enter a state of ketosis, which is a process in which the body uses stored fat as a source of energy instead of carbohydrates. In addition, 16/8 fasting can also improve insulin sensitivity, which can reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes. It is important to note that during the 8-hour feeding window, it is important that the individual consumes healthy and balanced meals to ensure that he or she gets the necessary nutrients. 2. 24-hour fasting is a type of intermittent fasting in which a person abstains from eating for a continuous 24-hour period and then consumes a single meal at the end of the day. For example, a person following this protocol might choose not to eat from dinner one day until dinner the next day, and then consume a full meal during their eating window. This type of fasting can be beneficial to health in several ways. First, 24-hour fasting can help reduce inflammation in the body, which has been linked to various chronic diseases. In addition, 24-hour fasting can also help reduce blood pressure, improve brain function, and promote weight loss. However, 24-hour fasting may not be suitable for everyone. Those with certain health conditions, such as diabetes, may experience negative side effects from fasting for an extended period of time. In addition, some people may experience fatigue, irritability, and other side effects while fasting. It is important to note that 24-hour fasting should only be done under the supervision of a health professional, and only after consulting with him or her about whether it is safe and appropriate for the individual in question. 3. Alternate day fasting is a form of intermittent fasting that involves alternating days of complete fasting with days of normal eating. On fasting days, the person consumes very few calories or refrains from eating altogether. On normal eating days, the person can eat regularly and normally, with no restrictions on the amount or type of food consumed. In general, alternate day fasting is considered one of the most extreme types of intermittent fasting. Although it can provide health benefits, it can also be difficult to follow and can cause side effects such as fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. Despite these challenges, alternate day fasting has been shown to be beneficial to health in several studies. In particular, it has been shown that it can help reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. It can also help promote weight loss and improve insulin sensitivity. It is important to note that alternate day fasting may not be suitable for everyone, especially those with certain health conditions or at certain stages of life, such as pregnancy or breastfeeding. 4. 5:2 fasting is a type of intermittent fasting that involves eating normally for 5 days of the week and reducing calorie intake to 500 to 600 calories on the other 2 days. On fasting days, it is recommended to eat low-calorie foods, such as fruits and vegetables, and avoid high-calorie and high-fat foods. This type of fasting is based on the idea that reducing calorie intake for a short period of time can provide similar health benefits as prolonged fasting. It has been shown that 5:2 fasting can help reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and some cancers. Unlike some other types of intermittent fasting, 5:2 fasting does not involve prolonged periods of fasting or days of restrictive eating. This makes it easier for some people to follow, as they can still eat normal meals for most of the week. Benefits of intermittent fasting. Point 1. Weight loss. Intermittent fasting has become a popular tool for weight loss. When we fast, our body burns stored fat reserves for energy. By reducing calorie intake, the body uses these fat reserves as fuel, which can lead to a decrease in body weight. In addition, intermittent fasting can also improve metabolic rate, which is the number of calories the body burns at rest. By reducing calorie intake over a period of time, the body adapts and becomes more efficient at burning calories, which can help increase metabolic rate. However, it is important to note that weight loss can vary from person to person. The amount of weight loss depends on several factors, such as the duration and type of intermittent fasting, total caloric intake during feeding periods, and other lifestyle habits such as exercise and sleep quality. In addition, intermittent fasting is not a magic bullet for weight loss. It is important to follow a healthy, balanced diet during feeding periods, as well as to incorporate regular physical activity and maintain healthy sleep and stress management habits. In short, intermittent fasting can help with weight loss by reducing calorie intake and improving metabolic rate. However, it is important to keep in mind that results may vary from person to person and that intermittent fasting is not a magic bullet for weight loss. Point 2. Metabolic health. It has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, which means that the body is better able to use insulin to transport glucose from the blood into the cells for use as energy. Insulin resistance is a major cause of type 2 diabetes and other metabolic disorders, so improving insulin sensitivity is beneficial for metabolic health. In addition, intermittent fasting can also increase the body's ability to use fat as a source of energy. When we fast, our body depletes its stores of glycogen, which is the body's way of storing energy from carbohydrates. When glycogen is depleted, the body begins to burn stored fat as fuel. By increasing the body's ability to use fat as an energy source, intermittent fasting can improve metabolic health. Another positive effect of intermittent fasting on metabolic health is the lowering of triglyceride and cholesterol levels in the blood. High triglyceride and cholesterol levels can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease and other metabolic disorders. Intermittent fasting can improve metabolic health in several ways, such as improving insulin sensitivity, increasing the body's ability to use fat as an energy source, and lowering blood triglyceride and cholesterol levels. These benefits can help reduce the risk of metabolic disease and improve overall health. Point 3. Reduce inflammation. Chronic inflammation and oxidative stress are biological processes that may be associated with many chronic diseases, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and certain types of cancer. These biological processes occur when there is an imbalance between pro-inflammatory and anti-inflammatory processes in the body. Intermittent fasting has been shown to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the body, which can be beneficial to overall health. Intermittent fasting may do this by reducing the production of free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage cells and contribute to oxidative stress. In addition, intermittent fasting may also increase the production of endogenous antioxidants, which are molecules that protect cells from free radical damage. Also, intermittent fasting has been shown to reduce inflammation by reducing the activity of inflammatory genes and proteins in the body. It may also increase the production of anti-inflammatory cytokines, which are proteins that regulate inflammation in the body. Eating this type of diet can reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the body by reducing the production of free radicals, increasing the production of endogenous antioxidants, reducing the activity of inflammatory genes and proteins, and increasing the production of anti-inflammatory cytokines. This may have important health benefits by reducing the risk of chronic diseases associated with inflammation and oxidative stress. Point 4. It improves brain function. It may increase the production of neurotrophic factors, which are proteins that promote the growth and survival of nerve cells and may have protective effects against neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Secondly, intermittent fasting may increase the brain's capacity for neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to change and adapt in response to new experiences and challenges. Intermittent fasting has been shown to increase the formation of new brain cells and the production of connections between brain cells, which may improve cognitive function and memory. In addition, intermittent fasting may reduce inflammation in the brain, which has been linked to an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases. By reducing inflammation, intermittent fasting may improve brain health and reduce the risk of diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Intermittent fasting has also been shown to improve cognitive function in animals and humans, including attention, performance on memory tasks, and learning ability. In addition, intermittent fasting can improve mood and reduce the risk of depression. Some common myths about intermittent fasting. Although intermittent fasting is a healthy practice, there are some common myths about this practice. Some of the most common myths include the following. 1. Intermittent fasting is dangerous. Intermittent fasting is safe for most people and does not cause serious side effects. 2. Intermittent fasting slows metabolism. Intermittent fasting can increase the metabolic rate and help you lose weight. 3. Intermittent fasting is a form of overeating. Intermittent fasting does not mean that you can eat whatever you want during feeding periods. Intermittent fasting is a dietary practice that has gained popularity due to its health benefits. By allowing the body to rest from digestion and improving its metabolic health, intermittent fasting can help reduce inflammation, improve brain function and insulin sensitivity, and facilitate weight loss. While there are some common myths about the practice, most people can do it safely and effectively with the right approach. If you are interested in trying intermittent fasting, it is important to note that intermittent fasting may not be suitable for everyone, especially those with certain health conditions or at certain stages of life, such as pregnancy or breastfeeding. It is always recommended to speak to a healthcare professional before starting any type of intermittent fasting.